Good morning. Today I am showing you a different view, and I'm going to try to go slow, and I forgot to turn on my lights, but I'm already going, so I'm just going to get through this. These are all the papers that I have laid out kind of in color order, and then I'm going to go through them and see what I can pair together, kind of like part one, and then I will show you what I've put together. And this, I mean, it goes the whole length of my table, and sometimes I had to squish things together to get stuff in here, and I'm not even at the end yet. We hit these wood grains that kind of look similar to my backdrop, and I'm almost to the end. So there's the end, but wait, I found these that I had actually used some of these in the kit that I did yesterday, and so if I need to, I'll actually pull them into this. Otherwise, I'll put them in with the other kit in the, because this would, I mean, I like this all together when I pulled it out. So, okay, I'm going to cover up the screen and I'm going to take you to the other side. These are things in here that look like they could be used for cut aparts. And some of this is from Auburn Lane. And I used quite a bit of the Auburn Lane actually in baby pages. Okay, I'm covering up again. Here's the Maggie Holmes that I wasn't able to do anything with the other day, so I thought maybe I can pull these in. And then I have this whole thing that I had pulled out to mix with some of those kits that I made the other day with the embellishments, so I could also use those. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, this is what I have left, and I feel like I can't get any more out of it. But I actually found out that I still have probably almost a ½ inch more paper that I didn't actually realize I hadn't put into the mix, but I couldn't have fit it on the table anyway. So this is what I have left. And as soon as I show you this, I'm going to turn off the camera and get everything set up to show you what I made. Okay, I'm back, and down below, tell me if you like it like this, where I kind of show you what I'm working with, and then just make the kits up so you don't have to watch all the in between, and so I kind of know what you like better. So anyhow, I pulled in this P13 Maxi Creative Pad, and I think I only ended up with 2 pieces left, because I noticed that I really still had a hard time doing 3. So I have this white left, this kind of orangey dark wood, another white, and then one like this. I think I flipped it over off screen, but so I used that whole pad of, I have no idea how many was in it. Okay, so here I've used this orange, and I have no idea where this came from. It's really flimsy. It says nothing on the back. And so a lot of these, they were in paper pads, so I'm not even going to know where they came from. But I kind of gave a list on part 1 of where they came from. And so this is the one I had found earlier, and it's like, oh, I could have used that yesterday. But I really like it with this. I mean, this would be a great summer page. Okay. And then I found another one of these, and I paired it with this red and a piece of the wood. I'm going to show you the rest of that wood grain. I really like it with this. It probably looks all right with that too. So I could do that, but I kind of am partial to how it looks with this. So I'm going to leave it like that. And then these were the ones I had found again to, you know, it's like my whole pile here. I thought, oh, this is stuff I've already been through, and then I found these other things. So I put this together, and I am going to put these three. I love this. And I mean, it's all pretty. And then I'm pairing it with this wood, and I'm actually gonna do it twice because I could totally use that twice. Oh, and what did I do with my paper that was supposed to be in there? Did I slide it over and, I don't know. Okay, I guess I need that other piece. And then this here, this has a little tiny daisy in it, which I really like, and maybe I can find something in my embellishments to use with it, because that would look adorable with just some daisies on the page. So I pulled in this gingham, and oh, and this is the other side. And this came, there was 4 sheets in that pad. And I'll tell you, I used to be in love with Argyle several years ago, but I'm just not so in love with it anymore. So I'm using it for this side. And again, I pulled it in with one of the dark woods. I think I used all 3 of the dark woods at the end. And, or maybe there's 4, I don't know. But I think all of them I used at the same time. So anyhow, it's like, I love how that looks. I think it's so pretty. And then I have this again. And this time I paired it with this piece of orange, which, I mean, it could be creative memories from 22 years ago. And again, I pulled in this orangey wood with that. And I should be counting, because I know I've got a ton here. I've been at it for a while. Okay, and now that I've got all the bright lights on, I'm not sure that that orange goes real well. I don't know, it still seems pretty with it. I'm gonna leave it with it because I like it. And this, where is that from? This is from Color Box. Super thin, but I love this kind of look. And it looks, the green looks great with that. I mean, if I decide that I don't like the orange with it, I could always just use that, because that's so pretty. But I like the orange with it too. Okay, and I don't know where the orange is from. Okay, and this is from, what was it called? Amber Lane? I want to always call, oh, it's Auburn Lane, that's it. I just want to call it Autumn. Okay, so this is, I think, is from a different paper pad. I think these 2 are from a different paper pad. I'm not sure. And this is from the Auburn Lane. But they could all be from the same one for all I know. It's been a while. And so I've got this green, and I used one of these yesterday. And I like that with that. And this matches perfectly. Now, I'm not really a geometric person, but I kind of like this because it looks like a quilt. So I like that all together. And this is when it was starting to get tough. I mean, it was easier earlier, you know. But I pulled these out and put all these together. So, I mean, it's all blacks. I don't know, I'd really have to pull in some, you know, some color in the embellishments, but I like how they look. It's just, if I will use a whole black set, I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, maybe if you have a black and white paper, or I don't know. I don't know if I've ever used a kit that was all black. I mean, I could use it for Halloween or... Okay, and then I pulled these 2 things in again, and this time I put it with this, it's kind of like a gray brown, and that was from whatever paper kit that was from. Is that from Auburn Lane? I have no idea. So I'm putting those together. And here's the black and white, the two black and white papers again. And this time I paired it with this gingham that's, looks like there's something on it, but I think it's the paper. It's kind of a green and a khaki color. And I just kind of liked how they went together. Again, we'll see if I can use that. I mean, some of them I can tell you it's like, oh, I'm ready to use it. But those I'm not sure. This here, I think this is from Auburn Lane. And is this too? I don't know. You know, it's been so long since I tore those apart. But I thought, oh, it just kind of reminds me of Audrey Hepburn seeing these colors together and the houndstooth. So I've got those together. And this was some scraps left over from something else I had done. Okay, and then I'm using these two again, and again, this is just a scrap. And then this is a scrap left over from the Auburn Lane, and I'm not sure if this is from there or not, but it could be because, I mean, the colors go really well together. So they could have been all from that same paper pad. So got those together, I like that. And I had used some of those, my one granddaughter, she was born in February, and then we were at a wedding, and so I had taken pictures of her there, and everybody was dressed in those fall colors, so I used those there, or used those colors in there. Okay, and again, I don't know where these are from. I wish everything had just that little bit of printing on them or at the top. But this one I obviously cut the top off of because it's definitely this. Oh, and this is from Auburn Lane, so I know this has to be. Okay, so I use those together, and I really like how they go together. Of course, they should go together because they're from the same pad. And here I have this, it's almost like a flesh tone. And I kept wondering what I was going to use this for. But it must have been out of the same kit. So I brought in the stripe, and then I might have bought this for working with wedding pictures because I was cutting out the big flowers. I think it was a big flower pad. So, but I like how all these look together. And then I've used these two again with that dark green from Auburn Lane. And I don't know what I did with that. Did I use that yesterday? I don't know, that top part. But I like how those all look together. I mean, looks pretty luscious. Okay. And I thought I did so many, it's like I've been at it for hours. And I use this one that looks like sheets of a botanical book or something, and then this really soft pink, and are any of these written on? Nope. And then I really liked how it looked with this wood. I mean, it's very subtle, very pretty. Okay. And again, I used these two things, and I used it with a ledger paper, and I think this maybe came from a Jen Hadfield collection or something. And this is a little more peachy, and this is a little more pink, but this is so soft, it's like it's barely noticeable that they're a little bit different. So I don't think I'll have a problem with that. And I liked all of them together. And then this one here, again, this flower's from Auburn Lane. And then I have this one that looks like leather, and I think this is, oh, this is paper pizzazz. So you know how old that is. And then just this white because I thought it really kind of brought out those little white daisies on there, which I really liked. So I'm putting all that together. Oh, and I actually, I have 2 of everything. And I just thought I really like that together. I don't know if I'll use, you know, if I'll do a double page, or, you know, if I do the twins, sometimes I do the same one for both of them and just change it up some other way a little bit. Okay, and this is from Botanical Garden Echo Park. And here's the back. And I was even thinking, if I didn't figure out what I was going to do with this, I could actually do a happy horizontal and just cut it in half. But I thought it looked good with this, and again, it's from I don't know where. and then I brought in the cream ones that came from the Botanical Gardens, and then it's this red on the other side. But I don't know, it's just like it's too dark for me. So I don't know, if I decide that, you know, I have to have red that day, I could always flip it over and skip the pink. But I think that looks really great together. And I was just gonna leave these like they were in the kit, but I did not like just using the combos that they had. It was like so boring. And this kind of revived it a little. Okay, now we're getting close to the first ones I did. Now this is a Heidi Swapp from Magnolia Jane, and I love this paper. Even though it's dark, and I'm not really into that whole dark thing, but I thought it looked good with this. This kind of reminds me of Monet, so every time I see it I think of that. And it just looks, you know, like how when he painted it was like that. So I like it with that. And then with this water, where it looks like watercolor. And do I have 2 of them there? Oh, I do have 2 of them there. And did I put in 2 of the, want to call it Monet paper? I only put in 1 of those. And then I also put in this wood. So I might not would use both pinks, unless I used it where maybe I use this, a little bit of this, and some of this. I don't know. But I like them all together. So I'm putting them all together. And I mean, sometimes you need 4 different papers. So if not, I will take one of these and put it with this, and you know, I do have another one of these if I decide I want to, if I don't need 2. I don't know, sometimes you just need like a double page, but who knows? Who knows what I'll do with it. Okay, and then this one here, see, this is when I got the Botanical Garden, and I got it at Tuesday morning, so it's like I really, you know, I just bought it because I could buy it. Oh, that's that paper. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so if all else failed, I could just flip it over and use that. Okay, but if I use this, I really like it with this wood. So I brought this wood in, because otherwise it was this. So the wood really helped. And actually I like it like this too. So I could maybe do a horizontal and do it again. So like that. Here's another one of those. See, this is how I started with those botanicals. And so I brought in this wood where it was kind of that, kind of like peachy colors. This here, again, I've had it forever. Oh, and it's Paper Studio. And now this is a nice piece of paper. I would have never guessed it was Paper Studio. But it's a nice weight paper. But it's foiled, so it was, you know, I probably paid a little more for it. But I like how that all looks together. I mean, this kind of has a little bit of that yellow in there. It's also a little bit peachy. So I really like how that looks. Who would have thunk it? Okay, and now I've got 2 of these, and this side is red, so I mean, if I decided I'm not going to use this peachy color, I could just do this, but I really like how this looks with the peachy color. It kind of livens it up a little because I'm not really into the black background. So that's what I've got for that. And if I can't use the two, I'll just put this in, you know, I'll just use the one and save this for something else. Okay, and this is from one of those paper pads, and I love this. And it's got like writing on the top of it and kind of a deeper peachy pink color, and then behind it and kind of like an off-white. And it's just beautiful. And so I'm pulling in this. Now I had a hard time getting anything to work with this, and I had a hard time getting anything to work with this, and I thought that they were actually from the same pad, but I can tell by the width of it they are not. But I like them together. Look how pretty that is. So that was that one of the first ones I did? It was. And so with this one I also pulled in this wood. So again, it might be, if I do a one page, it will just be that, and then I'll have to find something else that will go with this, but I just put it with it today. Because sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I got so much paper. And there was some of them that it's like I pulled out some and just got rid of them. And which I will take them to my grandchildren to play with. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this is Paper Studio. Yep. And this is Paper Studio. And I think this is Paper Studio. Yeah. So I mean, these are pretty thin. And I was gonna put this with that pink plaid, but I've already done it with the pink plaid. And actually this looks way purpley next to it, I don't know. But it's got these little blue flowers, and I thought I'm just gonna put that blue with it, and I think it looks really cute on that wood. So that was the first one I did, and it was Paper Studio. Okay, so that's it for today. I don't know how many I have. I'll pause it and then I'll count them and be right back. Okay, I have 23 kits altogether from today's batch. And I still have, well, I can't even show you. This is so much I can't even pick it up. Oh, I did show you previously. Okay. I forgot that I already showed you. Okay, so that's it for today. And let me know if you like this way better than when you see me pulling them all out, or how you like to see page kits being made. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.